Hey, friends, if you are a believer in governments and large businesses having your best interest at heart, this video probably isn't for you. Okay. Um, if you believe that everything that they've told you over the last 412 years is solid truth, let me just, guide you to click off this video now. For the rest of you who are ready to explore something a little different, a little more expensive, I would love for you to stay and stick around and watch this video. So first though, I would really like to show you that today is April 8th, 2024. I know I'm going to leave this YouTube video up forever. However, I want to let you know that there's an Eclipse sale going on for the next 12 hours. First, if you're a homeschooling mom and you want to expand your horizons and teach your children something different around decision making, this self-study Eclipse fail is for you. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to be more profitable, more centered, and more profitable, this Eclipse sale for the self-study is for you. If you are a leader and you're wondering how you can help your team members communicate differently and how to organize them so that you can get some real focuses inside your business, this self-study is for you. If you're a coach and you're thinking, why is it that some of my clients hit a wall and they never get past it? They can't bust through the subconscious pattern trainings that are happening inside of them. Well, this self-study Eclipse sale is for you. Now, first, let's get in with the material a little bit. Because we know that the cross of the sleeping phoenix is guiding us back to the wellness of our body. And through that wellness, there's going to be a different way for us to achieve unions, to have spirit in our businesses. And this is also initiating us into a new identity. Okay. And what do I mean about a new identity? So I have a totally open G center. So identity has been a very interesting walkabout in this lifetime. So at one point in my life, from a very young age, probably shouldn't share the age, but at a very, very young age, until I was, how old? Well, up until 2009, I identified as someone who drank alcohol. And in order to identify with that, I had to believe that I was a drinker. I identified with that. There was a belief inside of that. And then I woke up one morning, that would be January 1st of 2010. And I went, I just don't identify with that anymore. I do not appreciate how my physical body feels, and I just don't identify with it anymore. And since that time, I've been totally sober. The exact same thing happened with smoking. I identified as a smoker. And through that identification, I smoked because to be a smoker, you have to identify with that and do the action of it. So that actually, I woke up one morning when I was 21 years old. I don't quite remember what the morning was, but I woke up and I'm like, nope, I don't identify with this anymore. And I stopped smoking. I became a non-smoker. I became a non-drinker. So there was no more identification with that. So that's what it means to shift your identity. What are you identifying with today that is serving you? And what are you identifying with today that isn't serving you? That's important. And why am I taking you here? Well, I'm taking you here because in order for you to recenter yourself into the best and highest version of who you are, first, you need to have an orientation. Okay. And right now, large businesses and governments have you believing that you are not oriented. They've hypnotized you into believing or disbelieving your own senses, okay? Disbelieving your own knowing. And because of that, your orientation is off. Hey, I was there too. I was totally there. I believed in a lot of things, and I don't believe in those anymore, and I don't identify with any of them anymore. Okay. So that is step number one. Now, step number two is to reconnect with your decision making, because the cross of the planning really pulled that away from humanity. It's like, no, trust me, abdicate your authority to me. And of course, what happened? Well, in the guise of socialism, large businesses and organizations who said that they were philanthropic, and we're noticing now as more and more truth comes out, because that 61st gate is still there. So there's this deep truth being unveiled as we walk through the last few years of the cross of planning. And through that, we're recognizing, oh, hold on. So socialism that was supposed to really help the tribe has actually hurt the tribe. The middle class is shrinking. There's more poverty on the planet. And how can that possibly be? Have you asked yourself this? How can this possibly be? When every government in the world has printed more money over the last 10 years that has ever been present in the prior, 400 years. And also with the advent of cryptocurrency, which is a currency, there is a trillions and trillions, hundreds, probably, I don't even know how many trillions of dollars are accessible right now to humanity. And yet the middle class is shrinking, and there's more poverty, there's more hunger, there's more everything, because under the guise of socialism, governments and large businesses profited and pocketed all of this, okay, and had you in a state of fear. Because when they have you in a state of fear, you start to believe them. You start to abdicate your power to them. Now, the cross of planning is saying, it's coming to an end. Sorry, it's coming to an end. So it really is trying to pull all of this, where the sleeping phoenix is going, nope, we are no longer abdicating our decision making. Okay. So why am I bringing this to you today? Because do you remember in one of the videos that I did not too long ago, I showed you the image of, how Ra explains the passenger, the driver, and the vehicle. Okay. And what has happened in human design is that there's been such a dastardization of the mind in human design. And it breaks my heart because nothing is separate. Okay. Nothing is separate. So the passenger is designed as your personality crystal. Okay. It is designed to be witnessing. And your design crystal, the body, is designed to be navigating this planet. And when those two of those are married, okay, when the two of those are married, there is a decision-making process that happens for your particular design. And really what that is a decision on what you're going to interact with or not. However, we all have these beautiful minds, okay? We all have these beautiful minds, but there's the one side of the mind that is conditioned, okay? And that conditioned mind interferes with decision making, okay? It's constantly putting up blocks or barriers. So you could think about it, you're in the back of the limousine, and there's in the limousine, there's that window that goes up and down to kind of block you off from the driver. So when it's up, it's like there's no connection with the driver, okay? You're back there, you're partying, you're letting the not self, and the conditioned mind kind of distract you from what you're designed to see. Okay. However, here's what we're doing in the mentorship at the moment. And this is going to continue, is we're going into a deeper practice of manifestation. And what does that mean? That means engaging with the mind of the driver. Well, what is the driver? The driver truly is the magnetic monopole that's holding you together in this illusion. Okay. It's the higher self, which truly is the driver's mind. So you want to connect with the driver's mind. The driver has the GPS right there. It's navigating, right? It's driving the car. So it's not that you're going to be driving. but you're going to be connected to that driver's mind so that you are no longer distracted. That window is open and you can see a 360-degree look. You're not distracted with the partying. You're not distracted with all of the stuff that's going on in the world. You're fully present with the vehicle, connected to the higher, the driver's mind, and watching. Okay, so you want to have this connection with the driver's mind, with the beautiful passenger eyeballs that are just, watching, checking everything out, and allowing your vehicle, that, beautiful body of yours, to have less resistance. Okay, to have less resistance and not letting the distractions pull you off your game. And this is what we're doing in the mentorship, bringing in an entirely, quote unquote, rebranded way of taking manifestation and human design to the next level. Okay. And again, this is April 4th when I'm recording this, Eclipse Day, not supposed to manifest. However, why am I sharing this today is because it is time for humanity to let go of being caught in the matrix, okay? And recognize that there are not these bits and pieces inside of you. You are an entirely whole being. And because you are an entirely whole being, you have access to the driver's mind, the passenger's eyes, and the real solid strength of the physical body, as long as the conditioned mind isn't interfering in the way. Now, I started this off by saying that if you're a homeschooling mom, if you are a leader, if you are a business owner, if you are a coach, this self-study that I have put together is so it is robust, okay? But also, you will also have access for 30 days as a 30-day free trial into the mentorship, which is being rebranded, okay? To include deeper levels of manifestation. Again, in the human design community, I love it. However, there's such a huge focus on the conditioning that we've lost our connection to the driver's mind, because we're in the back and we're all partying, and things are starting to get a little tense. And sometimes, in that party, when people aren't using their physicality and not using their best version of themselves, things can go awry. So I want you and everybody that connects with human design to see the profound wisdom that's in the material and be fully connected to the mind that is driving this vehicle, okay? Because it's driving the vehicle, just is. So this is of interest to you. Again, April 8th, Eclipse sale. You're going to see it in the post section of this channel, but I will put a link down below as well to connect with that. Because enough's enough. Like, we have to get oriented and recognize that the governments and large organizations did not have our best interest at heart. They had profit at heart. And through that profiting, there's become a whole ton of very inhumane things that happen on this planet. And it's very, very sad. Okay. But we're moving into this beautiful blossoming, process of going deep into this sleeping phoenix that is, opening the wings, spreading the wings, ready to let that quote unquote fire just to be seen into the world. And when this happens, the earth plane is going to change. Okay. And you want the material of human design, every aspect from the Wa, the Penta, all of this stuff, to child, to family, to self, to awakening, to life cycles, to understanding how you love and how you connect, and how all of these things, you want the whole package so that you can see it from the highest vantage point possible. And that's what my self-study has for you. Okay. And know this deeply, is that I spent 8 years getting a PhD on the human design side and an MBA on the business side so that you could benefit. And I'm telling you that this price for the eclipse is only lasting for today during the eclipse. Okay. So get oriented, get into your decision making, and totally take this material out into the world in a whole new way so that you do not have to abdicate to the forces that were there designed to teach us this, and yet you can come out of this in a whole new way. The middle class is shrinking. Poverty is increasing. Why? Because people are not taking back their power. And once people take back their power, these spaces and organizations will not hold a candle to your power. All right, so I'm putting this up onto YouTube. You got 12 hours to connect with this material and to get inside and have a 30-day free trial inside the rebranded mentorship and ready to go. All right, thanks guys.